TED Talks by Ted Schwerzler is brought to you by Bunyan Communications, providing fiber optic fast internet up to 10 gigabytes, TV, voice, IT, and their certified Apple Service Center. They're serving the Bemidji and Grand Rapids area since 1952.
Ted Schwerzler at TL Schwerz on Twitter, Twins Daily, Off the Baggy, back for another TED Talks Twins. It's been a couple weeks since the last update, but the Twins have done a good amount of winning in that time. Hosting the Tampa Bay Rays for our final 3 games of that long homestand. The Twins did drop 2 of 3 in that series, but it definitely could have gone the other way. And then they won 3 straight road series, taking Oakland down, taking the Diamondbacks down, and taking the Mariners down, all winning 2 out of 3 games in those series. Obviously, Oakland is not a good baseball team this year or really any year of late. The Twins end up dominating them as they should throughout the course of the season series. The Diamondbacks have not played to the ability that was expected of them this year. Obviously, World Series runners-up, but the Twins still took 2 of 3 against Arizona and put up 13 runs on Thursday. It was a dominant performance against Jordan Montgomery, who was a popular free agent target potentially for the Twins, though they never dabbled to the point of looking at dollars for that type of a player. And then going to Seattle, the leaders of the AL West, they faced a good starting rotation there, facing Bryce Miller, Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert. I mean, those are tough pitchers. The Twins handled their business, scored 5 runs in 2 of those 3 games, and took that series. It was a successful road trip. They pushed the season record to 10 games over 500, something that they didn't accomplish until well into the 90th games last season. 47 and 37. They're still 6 behind Cleveland at this point. However, a lot of season left, and it's looking like the AL Central is nowhere near as incompetent as maybe the division was thought to be coming into the season. The Guardians and the Twins are both looking like playoff teams, and the Royals, really, if they have some staying power, could end up squeaking in as well. So regardless of who wins the division, just trending towards 90 wins and continuing to stack things in their favor is a good situation for Minnesota. Carlos Correa continues to be incredibly hot. Byron Buxton has been incredibly hot. Royce Lewis had a great June. However, he's slumped a bit of late, even though he said he doesn't do that sort of thing. And Joe Ryan is really looking the part of the Twins ace this year. Big development in the pitching staff for Minnesota over the last week or so was top pitching prospect David Festa making his first major league start down in Arizona. He did give up 5 runs. The line wasn't nearly as ugly, or the start wasn't as ugly as the line was. I mean, it was mediocre. It was a decent first start. I think he'll be given probably 2 or 3 turns before they make any sort of an evaluation. Chris Paddock was put on the injured list, opened up that spot. It's really just a reset for Paddock and giving him some rest after coming back and building up a workload from taking so much time off for Tommy John surgery. With the All-Star game 2 weeks from today, it's likely that Paddock could be back prior to All-Star festivities kicking off, but some of that will be determined by how well David Festa pitches also. Twins return home for 3 against Detroit this week, 3 against Houston. They haven't played the Tigers well this year. Probably need at least 2 of 3, if not a sweep. Tark Skubal going in game 1 makes that difficult. He's definitely right there as a front runner for the American League Cy Young. And then hosting a Houston team that got off to an ugly start, slow start, has trended back towards 500 and could threaten to overtake the Mariners in the AL West. It would be ideal to see the Twins exact some revenge for last year's ALDS loss at Target Field and take at least 2 of 3 in that series as well. So a competitive week upcoming for Minnesota. Only a handful of games left before the All-Star break. Lot to pay attention to, and we'll check in next week.